Well, we found it. Oh no, let me sort this out.
Oh, that's much better.
Oh, that's better.
Crikey, what a landing.
I know. Where are we?
We crashed so hard we changed outfits.
No, what we did, guys, we went to the nearest village, we ransacked it, and we took their outfits.
Yeah, come on.
And they were slaying.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were.
I swear I own all of these clothes and I've worn them before.
You've worn these actually 100 times on the pod before.
I think we influenced local culture and the other galaxies. They decided to dress like us. That's a new shirt though.
It's a new shirt. I actually got this yesterday.
Glendare.
Glendare.
It kind of looks like Ferrari.
Ooh, kind
Is that
of
why
looks
you
like
like
Pirelli
it?
mixed with Ferrari.
It does a little bit.
A little bit.
Anyway.
No, I liked it. I was just going, there's a new combo on the streets. It's called baggy bottom, tight top. You heard of it?
No.
New combo on the streets.
I don't know whether that's real or not, because I was thinking it might be.
I'm bringing it. No, it's a thing. Matt, do you think it's a thing? Oh, yeah, I do. Matt does it. That's why you see his biceps all the time.
Matt is wham these
Matt
days.
is fucking
For
wham.
audio listeners, Matt is huge.
What was it? Was it last week that we came in to do something and he was just like, you were in like sports gear and everyone was just like, oh my God. Oh my Matt.
The podcast studio, when we crashed line, was upside down. And we were like, oh, we're going to have to get a crane or something. And Matt went, no worries. And just went, "What?" And just twisted it around.
Well, he had to put down his guitar first because he was playing the guitar. He was playing the guitar. He went, one sec, guys. And then just flipped it over with ease. So shout out to Matt. But yeah, we're going on tour.
Yes, come on.
Woo, that's right.
And I just realized for audio listeners will be like, what the hell are they talking about? Outside our windows right now this is Earth.
This is freaking Earth.
We finally made it. There's green grass, there's smoke.
Yeah.
There's bits of our podcast studio everywhere.
It took us a while to realize. When we first landed here, we were like, what the fuck is this place?
Yeah.
Because for those of you who aren't aware, we are from a different dimension. And we've slipped through a wormhole, didn't we? Oh, wormhole's probably a bad thing to say, seeing as our Patreon members are called worms.
I told you about wormholes. Stay away from them.
Oh yeah, we spoke to the locals. We figured out this is Earth, and we've decided we'll just go on tour here.
Yeah. And you want to know where we're going on tour?
Hit it off.
And when? So, tour announcement plus details plus locations.
He's just reading out the titles.
Manchester Academy, 17th of September.
Woo.
Newcastle Time Theatre, 19th of September.
Woo.
Dublin Ambassador, 21st of September. Bristol, St. George's, 23rd of September. There's a lot. Good God. Birmingham, I'm tired just reading these out. You take it over.
Okay. Birmingham Academy, 25th of September. London Palladium, 26th of September. Then up to Glasgow Pavilion, the 28th of September.
Is the London one where you play paddle?
No, that's Palladium.
Oh.
That's Palladium.
Imagine we just played a sweet game of paddle. Hey guys, rock up to London Palladium whilst we do 1v1 paddle.
Just make them watch us play paddle.
Yeah.
There's actually just a bit of a side quest I want to talk about. There's a paddle court right in the middle of, is it London Bridge? Not.
Oh yeah, in front of everyone.
Yeah, I played there the other day and it was actually there was no one there, so it wasn't even bad. But I was just imagine if there is like anyone can walk past and just see you. You're probably your worst state ever. It was like 26 degrees as well. I was sweating, not playing well, just like a fragile man flitting about on this. Is flitting a word?
I don't know. Make it.
Flitting.
Oh, there we go.
Flitting about on this thing, but everyone could just come and just watch.
That was quite similar to the personal paddle tournament I did with George.
Oh yeah. You haven't spoken about that yet, have you?
No, I don't think so actually. Yeah, we just played paddle for Purcell.
How was it?
Really good fun. But it was the same. It was at there's like a paddle centre.
Yeah, where is that? Where do they do that?
I can't remember. West London-ish.
It's West.
And there's just like loads of courts.
Yeah.
But they didn't close it off, so there was just like audiences gathering, watching us play paddle.
Oh.
But it was fine because me and Chip won in the group stages. We won all 4 games in the group stages.
Yeah, and Chip's not played before, right?
Chip's never played before, but I hard carried.
Did you?
I did.
You hard carried in his...
It's because we played so much paddle on the
FPL trip.
That
See, so you'd had your training.
Yeah.
So, was Chip any good?
Chip was good. He was surprisingly good. Like, I was expecting him to be absolutely rubbish.
I thought he was going to be fucking awful.
But like, he did it not like he was returning most things that came to him, which is all you really need.
Yeah.
And because I had done it more, I was there to be able to like do the more, place it in the gaps. smash it.
Place in the gaps, you say?
Yup, come on.
Interesting. So how far did you get in this?
But then we got to the semi-finals and then played two guys that like play paddle all the time, and they knew like formations and stuff, and they were really good. Casey and...
Go ahead. You always stop at 7.
No, because I didn't watch this Love Island, whereas I thought you did.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched Love Island since Chris and Kem.
Oh, I think me too. No,
I think I said that first.
Okay, fair enough.
Actually, that was
anyway,
such a good Love Island.
They're lovely blokes.
Yeah. I met Casey actually because I went to Taste of London.
Is he the taller one or the shorter one of the duo?
I don't know the duo, but...
Was Casey... One of them's very short. One of them's shorter than average. One's taller than average.
Casey's shorter than me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the other guy was really tall.
Yeah, Casey's got... Yeah, that's Casey.
Can we Google Casey Love Island best friend?
Liv loves Casey.
Yeah, he's her crush. Him.
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah. Oh, so they just murked your ass.
They literally battered us like 17-2 or something.
Thank you for doing that, Tim, guys.
No, they seriously...
Thank you for finally humbling him.
They humbled us.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
If there were two of me, we would have beaten them.
Do you really believe that?
No, they were so good.
If there was two of you, you would start having sex with yourself.
No, they were insanely good. And also lovely people.
Yeah, they are.
Which for being that handsome and good at sports, being lovely as well.
It's just unfair, really.
I was like, fair enough. I was like,
yeah, it's
please
unfair.
have tiny knobs or something, please.
But no, they got choppers as well. Oh, what a shame.
Oh yeah, because the loser of the semi had to do something to their semis. I don't know.
Semi wordplay. I like that. Very good. You're a naughty boy. You were all wearing matching outfits as well.
Yeah, we wore the Purcell Paddle pearly whites.
The Purcell Paddle pearly whites. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Who was George with?
Joe Weller.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did they get on? Did you ever play them or not?
Yeah, they were in our group stages.
Oh, did you beat them?
Yeah.
Really? How come?
Pardon?
How come? What would you put it down to? Your charm, your wit, your ability, your skill?
I think it was the same way like George was better than Weller.
Right.
Yeah. So like they had a like similar dynamic. Yeah. But I think Chip was slightly better than
Weller.
Chip was slightly better than Weller and I was slightly better than George. So it just like averaged out. But they were close games.
Yeah.
But I did play George and Weller after. Like we did a 2v1.
Just for fun?
Yeah.
Oh, 2v1?
Yeah. And we went deuce at like 11 and they ended up winning 28-27. Like literally neither of us went ahead by a point for ages. So it was good fun.
Sometimes playing by yourself is easier.
Yeah. I was going to say, because like sometimes George would obviously leave it for Weller.
Yeah.
And then Weller, like maybe George could have got there and done it back. But
yeah.
Yeah, no, anyway, we smoked our way. We won 4-0 on the group stages and then met those guys and they ended up winning it as well.
Yeah,
and they were just class. They beat Sharky and Panero, and Sharky...
They love it, don't they?
Plays a lot. I think Panero's solid.
Yeah.
To beat them.
I want to start playing it more. I just bought a racket so I can play it more.
It's such a great sport. It really is.
Yeah. It's so fun. It's so expensive, though.
I watched pros play it the other day. It started coming up on my TikTok feed.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And you're like, oh...
Spanish sport, really.
But it doesn't... With tennis, you see them... I was watching the Murray Djokovic one where Murray won Wimbledon. And the like pace and power, you look at it and you're like, I'm never like getting close to returning any of those serves.
Yeah.
But because of the way the paddle court is, maybe it's another one where like you look at Premier League football and you're like, I could be one, like when the centre backs pick it up and they have all that space and they spray it out, you're like, I could probably do that.
No, I truly think I could play in the Premier League and no one would bat an eyelid.
But with paddle, because it's not like you can't just whack it really hard because then it just bounces up too easily. Like obviously the placement and stuff's class, but a lot of it you're like, the pace and power isn't insane. And you obviously like paddle hasn't been a thing for ages, so you haven't got like kids that were sweats age 3 like sick at paddle.
Yeah.
But maybe they've got a lot of transferable skills from tennis.
But have you been watching so if the pros vids come up on your For You page, you've seen the like even if it goes out of the court, they can run out of the court and then smack it back in. It's insane
it is
how good
insane.
they are at that. At that part of it.
No, they are. I don't want to make it seem like I think I would have a chance of even getting a point.
If there was 2 Arthurs, he would literally wipe the floor with any pro.
But it seems like the gap between normies and pros seems less between like
do you reckon?
Tennis or football.
Do you think that changes with time?
Maybe. But I do also think it's just because the court is smaller. So like, yeah, I think if you, I don't know, feels much more tactical.
It's difficult, because it's like, how do you decide how technically difficult a sport is? Like, do you think paddle is technically more difficult than playing football? I don't feel like you can learn to be good at football. I feel like you either have the ability for it or not.
To be like the best, to be like Premier League level.
No, even just play football. There was a lot of people at school who just couldn't do it. Like they don't have the coordination.
Oh, okay, yeah. To some
and
extent.
I feel like you either have the coordination or you don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of natural traits that.
Do you think with like a racket sport, it's more learnable, or again, it's more coordination? You have it or you don't. Actually, that's probably harder.
That's a good question. Yeah, see, like look at this. So like,
I reckon
that's a tough
easier
shot.
than this.
But like that, when they like
when they're going.
Oh,
out,
that's
it's just
so
insane. Cool. Actually, they remind me of myself.
So many
in
of these
ways.
insanely great shots. Maybe the one I was watching was a bit rubbish.
Oh no, this is.
Oh, that's so. Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue what to do for.
No, this is actual live footage of Arthur at the Purcell tournament, just wiping the floor with people.
No, maybe that's way harder than I really. The one I watched was pretty rubbish, actually.
It depends what clips you're. Yeah,
I guess it depends on what clip.
Oh,
but you know what I mean? With tennis, it's just like because the shots are just so powerful and fast.
And Lang.
And Andy Murray and Djokovic is so.
So Alcaraz is so awesome, right?
Anyway,
no, but you're right.
What's this got to do with?
It doesn't. It's called a tangent.
Tour?
Tangent.
Oh,
yeah, it's got nothing to do with tour. But back to tour. Can't wait for it. You should buy tickets. Also, those dates that we read out, they will be on our Instagram because you're not going to remember we butchered it. So you could just check the Instagram. They're there. Tickets, Patreon pre-sale is Wednesday the 25th of June at 10 a.m. and general sale is Friday the 27th of June at 10 a.m. So get your tickets, snap them up.
I just realised it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if it's Thursday night and you're listening to this, if it's Thursday the 26th, you can get early access via Patreon still for...
Yeah, that's a loophole.
A good number of hours.
Oh, wow, bro. He just found a loophole for you guys.
Is that 17 hours?
Yeah, join the Patreon, then cancel your membership immediately. So it's basically just £5 for early access. You just invented I'm going to buy some tickets now.
I didn't say it like that. Now you've made it very obvious. That
I'm going to do a little loophole for that one. But yeah, I can't wait for tour. I'm genuinely so excited. Also, 20th of September is my birthday. So in between Newcastle and Dublin, we got to celebrate.
Oh, we've got to do a night out.
No, we'll be traveling to Dublin. The plane is going to go off.
We are not getting a plane.
Oh my God, we're getting a private jet and everyone on it is going to be mental. And we're going to be dropping seeds out the back to plant trees on the way.
We could do that. If we kill 7 people, we could get Harrier jets because then we don't need a takeoff ramp.
Can you explain that? I'm confused what you mean by that.
So if you get 7 kills, we could probably just get...
Oh, is it a COD thing?
You could get 5. You never played Call of Duty?
Not really. I was too scared. I played Battlefield.
You oddball.
I was a Battlefield player.
Oh,
I was never good at COD, so I just didn't enjoy it. I've never had a positive KD in my life.
What?
I don't know if I was built for the sticks. This is what I mean about coordination.
Oh.
I can play sport, but I'm not so coordinated when it comes to games, except for Rocket League.
I've seen what those thumbs can do. You're quite coordinated when you want to be.
Well, they're good at finding a hole, but they're not good on the they're not good on a toggle, baby.
Or a button, if you know what I mean.
Ooh. Not quite, but I can imagine something. You played Rocket League recently, actually.
He puts his thumb in my belly button when I feel sad. That's how...
I said don't mention that on the pod.
No, sorry, I wasn't supposed to mention that. No, editor, please do cut that out. He hates it.
Oh my God. What did our listeners think? Sorry, I need to get away from this.
Yeah, what do you guys think of Batch Bonus?
No,
my belly button?
What did our listeners think of us crash landing to Earth and our freaking trailer?
Oh yeah, because the end of the last episode, which I looked at retention and it wasn't 100% at the end of the episode, which is kind of sad. Meant more than one person clicked off.
My retention was perfect, if you know what I mean.
Your semen retention.
It's always perfect when I'm watching us. I don't know. Anyway, someone said Arthur was called home and is taking Batch with him.
Oh yeah, no, wait. Well, I didn't finish my sentence. I was going to say
you were not in a sentence. He was not in a sentence, was he?
Well, the retention wasn't 100%, but and then you really butt in. No, I'm joking. The end of the last episode went flashing red, and we panicked and ran off.
Yes. And
then this is what everyone was guessing happened to us.
Oh right, of course, yeah. And these were their guesses. Arthur was called home and is taking Batch with him. Because they think you're a creature. It's funny because I'm supposed to be the alien, but they think that you're not from this Earth. But you're not quite from their Earth. I think that's why.
I'm an astronaut. I've just inexplicably got a UK flag on me. Oh, the Union flag.
That's not the Union flag.
Because it's not the Union Jack, because
It's not flying at sea.
it's not flying at sea. Good knowledge. What episode was that?
Oh, God.
13?
Was that a thing? I saw it on TikTok
Oh.
recently, actually. God, get your knowledge from TikTok, guys. It never... bubble in my throat. I'm not getting rid of this for the rest of the episode.
I think it was maybe even the last episode of the podcast where I was speaking about I saw something cool on TikTok and just forgot everything. Oh, yeah.
What? I'm sorry, what?
It was the Lord of the Rings relation to Catholicism and how Tolkien reflected his
What, and that made you
theology
forget everything else in your life?
No, it made me realise that when I come away from TikTok,
It
I
erases
just don't
your
remember
memory.
anything that happened.
On TikTok?
If I
or
doom
in
scroll for an
life?
hour, I think it was Harry that said this to me. He was like, next time you go on TikTok when you finish, like try and remember 5 TikToks you watched, and you just can't.
Good point, actually. It's a good point. You know, Chip was saying that he'll wake up in the morning. First thing he does is doom scroll for an hour.
That's not an hour.
He'll wake up an hour. He'll wake up. Let's say he wakes up at 8 a.m. He doesn't get out of bed till 9 a.m.
That
doom scroll
can't be good for his mental health.
Well, it's great
That's
for
got
him.
to rot your brain.
But he has got impeccable knowledge of like brain rot.
He's got his finger on the pulse.
What does that mean?
Get your finger off that. Anyway,
No, but he's got impeccable knowledge of just brain
pop
rot.
culture and brain rot. Yeah.
Like it's actually second to none. If you want to know what's going on with Gen Alpha, he'll know. Damn. Alpha's the one below us, right? We're Gen Alpha. Is Gen Alpha the newest ones?
Yeah, I think
it
it is.
New ones on the block. Because he's talking about dogs. Some dog called King Charles that's king of the dog pound. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But he was talking about this sort of stuff. And it comes from his doom scrolling.
Oh.
Oh, no, of course.
There we go.
It's Gen Legendary. Gen Alpha. Yeah, it is
Generation Alpha.
2013 to 2025. Even present day, their Gen Alphas are being popped out. Wow, that's good to know. Interesting. Lovely.
Yeah, so we're Gen Z, Millennials, 1994. I'm close to that. I'm close to being millennial.
You're millennial.
I'm a couple years away from being millennial.
I saw one that said 1996.
I've seen one that says 1995. But I'm
96.
I'm like a third of the way through 96.
I'm going to just call you millennial from now on anyway.
Yeah, because
Even if it's not accurate.
do you ever say like, oh, this is such boomer humor, or this is such millennial humor in your videos, and you get boomers and millennials being like, oi, don't let me in with them.
Fuck off. Yeah. Well, I sometimes make a TikTok where it's like millennials trying to make trending sounds on TikTok, because they'll always make like they'll take a sound and then they'll swap it to be like about their doggo or something like that. And the comments are full like, yeah, well, your generation is fucked. It's like,
People are
it's just a
really,
joke.
you'd never think people would be really attached to this, given it means absolutely nothing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there you go.
Millennial 1996.
To 996.
You're millennial, bro.
So on that one, but this is the thing, because it's all arbitrary and doesn't actually really mean anything.
It means something.
I don't
to
know
me.
why people are so tied into it.
I'm tied into it. I'm locked in. As long as you're
Do you get
millennial,
upset
I'm
if
locked
someone
in.
says like, oh, Gen Z is such?
No, I don't.
If you're watching a video.
No, because it's such a broad range as well. Like for the ages. Like I didn't have the same childhood as like my my youngest sister. And she's Gen Z.
Yeah.
Like she wouldn't have grown up with the same stuff that I grew up with. And we were shaped by different things. Like the year 7s when she was at school were having cigarettes for breakfast. I was shitting my pants on purpose
Weird kid.
every morning for warmth, just to feel something. Anyway.
Anyway, Chris and D's getting a growth spurt.
Yeah, sorry, that's another comment predicting. Chris MD is getting a gross. What? So they think that the red is him getting.
There's an alarm. There's an alarm that goes. Chris is finally getting cooler.
Grow. No, that ain't happening. Actually, I was doing a shoot yesterday. I was down by the London Eye, and there was like a whole school group of school kids, and they were sort of like waiting around to say hello. I went over to say hello to them. And they were obviously all like, they were young guys. I think they were all Chris MD fans, and they were all just saying, "Oh, can you tell Chris MD I'm better at free kicks? Can you tell Chris MD? Oh, am I taller than Chris MD? Am I taller than Chris MD?" And I was like, "You don't care. You only know me because I was in one of Chris MD's videos."
Oh,
they were fucking loving it.
When we were on the FPL trip, actually, Chris got a photo with these young lads that were playing paddle as well.
Did Chris?
And they were all taller than him, and they posted on socials.
They mug him off.
We're mugging Chris for height, and I was like, "That's crazy." Going up to him asking for a
horrible,
photo,
yeah.
Posting it being like short ass.
That's hilarious. Rose toy malfunction. Well, Technically, it was a rose toy mouth. They actually predicted it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you hooked yours up to the fucking battery.
Wasn't that it? Oh, that was in the trailer, not in that bit where I was going, hooked up to the battery.
Because you hooked it up to the battery.
Well, like I said, it's solar powered and we haven't orbited the sun for goodness knows how long.
True, and this one's weak as hell.
We've been orbiting a daughter.
Red set. Well, we would love to do. Have we spoken about how we'd love to do a red set?
Cosmological daughter, isn't there?
Fuck's sake. I don't know about that.
A daughter nova or something?
No, there's no. I don't think there is any daughter in space, unless it's some kind of supernova, like a remnant that they.
A daughter universe. Oh. Refers to a potential universe created from another, possibly our own. Damn.
Right. So it's not.
The concept arises from theories like cosmological natural selection, where black holes might act as gateways to new universes. Interesting.
Gateways to a new universe.
Ain't that what we came through? Didn't we slide out of that?
We slipped
like
out of
the universe's birth canal.
What would you do if? I don't know. I didn't think of what I was going to say before I started saying it. Oh well. Now I was going to say something, but then I was like, "Oh, what would you do if we all got sucked off by one massive black hole right now? But you just die.
The fuck?
So you couldn't do anything.
Would gravity slow down time so much?
Well, the singularity would become our inevitability.
Who wrote the book on what it would be like to fall into a black hole? Was it Hawking?
Hawking wrote books about black holes. Yeah,
I'm sure
his whole
there's
thing
a
was
whole
black
book
holes.
about.
It's probably him because he studied like his whole thing was black holes. He loved them.
Yeah, he did.
He loved black holes, and he was onto something because he predicted the radiation coming off them. Hawking radiation.
Yeah, there's like I'm sure the like book by.
But it was most likely him, right? He has a book on black holes. I'm surprised we don't have it here. Actually, what do you have up?
Oh,
there?
here we go. It was in A Brief History of Time. Hawking's fictional astronaut in the book experienced this, being stretched into a long, thin shape as they crossed the event horizon.
Spaghettification.
I've never read that, actually. I really should.
I've read that. It's a good book. It's one of those ones. It's like when you read it, you're enjoying it as you're reading it, and then you finish the book. I couldn't tell you anything that happened. It's like TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. It's like there's so much information. It's hard to hold it on to all of it.
Yeah. Is the audiobook read in his
are you talking about
computerized voice?
I don't know. I don't listen to audio.
That would be quite cool if it was.
You want to read this?
Yeah.
It's behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't like to physically
Why don't you read it now while I finish the pod? And then you can see what you can remember from it.
Yeah.
Red set. Someone thought the set was just changing colour. We do want to do a red episode at some point, don't we?
Yeah, we have seen the comments being like, you guys are enjoying the slightly warmer lighting because we have changed it. We made it a bit dimmer, made it a bit warmer.
Oh yeah, we made it dimmer to match my co-host. Come on. Yeah, and even Matt went, wee. He loves it.
Oh, we're doing a mean episode, are we?
Go on, what you got? Give me your best shot. Yeah, I'm white. Yeah, I'm a bum. Yes, I live in a trailer park with my mum. I hear something about you.
Yeah, the little alien did fuck my girl.
Yeah, he fucked my girl. What's he listening to anyway? What's he bumping right now?
Yeah, the audio tapes of him doing it.
He's listening to us.
Doing your mom. Remember
Yeah. My mom, what the hell? Smoked your ass, boy.
No spoilers yet. What? But I'm going to be smoking you later on today.
You just spoiled it for me. Oh,
no, I already spoiled it for you.
Perfect. Now I know everything about you.
Perfect.
All right, we're doing crack later. Your Neuralink.
Each other's crack.
Your Neuralinking and switching bodies. That would be fun to switch bodies just for a day. I would goon so hard. I would goon all fucking day. I really would.
I told you want to stroke it. You just need to ask. You don't need to switch bodies, pal.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Aliens have corrupted the set. The aliens can't corrupt us. What, this guy? He's a friend of the family, right? Not a friend.
I would love a third alien co-host.
We got Matt right there. Matt and Nat.
Just as long as it's not that little shit. Little three-eyed freak.
Why are you saying?
Sorry, he's the one that banged your girl, so you should hate him too.
He did it with respect. He did it politely.
How did he do that?
Because he was listening to Arthur Hill whilst he was doing it. He's right now he's listening to Appetite.
Arthur's Hill is not.
Arthur's got a massive hill.
His new song, have you heard the lyrics?
The one that he's not releasing though.
Yeah. But he's like put the lyrics out and it's like
It's
It's
cool.
like,
I like it.
close, like his,
I'm thinking of someone else while I'm fucking you.
yeah, he's like, whatever, I can't remember what the exact lyrics are, but it's like, I bought you my ex's perfume.
Yeah.
So that when I kiss your
yeah.
neck, I smell her and
Yeah.
pretend it's
That's
you.
really good. I hope he makes that a full song.
That's crazy.
God, he's mad talented.
That's the kind of thing that would put people on a villain arc. I know I'm going to be clenching my fist and curling my toes listening to that.
Curling your toes.
Yeah, pleasure and pain.
Pleasure and pain, you say? Speaking of pleasure and pain.
I'm T-Pain. You know me. Have you heard T-Pain's acoustic cover of that song?
I think I have.
It is fucking sublime.
Actually, hang on.
That might be the first time I've dropped an F-bomb on the...
No, he's
I
not
need
listening
to
to
just tell people to go listen to this song.
Oh yeah, I'm sure T-Pain really needs your help at promoting his song. T-Pain's really going to appreciate
It's not about that. Who
what is it about then?
It's about bringing art to the front, where it does a T-Pain mashup with Kurt Hugo Schneider. Listen to it. You think like, oh, he's just one of these producers, he's auto-tuned, all that kind of stuff. He's got soul.
I couldn't have predicted that you would have brought this up and got so passionate about it.
No one can. That's the fun thing about tangents, is that
that's a freaking fun thing about. Oh, I ate a tangent the other day. Funny tangerine reference, because it's every time you say tangent, I think about tangerine. That is not
so
T-Pain.
good. That's T-Pain. You
That's
know
not T-Pain.
him.
You know him. Wait, he was on The Masked Singer. I'm gonna be honest. I hate The Masked Singer.
What the fuck is that?
It's so dumb.
That looks like if
Sully.
Mike Wazowski and Sully had a baby.
Maybe they did clot and it was T-Pain all along. I'm the baby.
No,
you know me.
Have you seen Monsters Inc? You know Boo?
Oh, from Micah's Icy, from Monsters Eye.
When T-Pain was Boo. T-Pain is just Boo grown up.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say Blue, but you kept fucking it up. T-Pain is Boo right now. He's Boo.
No, Boo,
Look, he's Boo and he's got one eye.
the little girl.
He was not Boo.
That was Boo grown up with Mike and Sully's kid.
Great, now I feel old.
Feel old yet?
I feel old, yeah. Oh, God, she's getting on, isn't she? That is Boo. You know who. T-Pain.
Please, honestly.
All right, please, honestly, just give that a listen. Guys.
Listen to that song.
he
Comment
really
down
needs the
below
help.
how moving it is.
Okay, so the producers have got.
Oh, and moving on.
The producers have got us a gift. I feel like the anticipation is killing me. I want to open it.
For audio listeners, it's a giant Christmas cracker the size of Batch's
Donkey schlong?
head.
Head.
It's beautifully wrapped.
It is beautifully wrapped, but you guys didn't wrap it, did you? Because you didn't put any love into this. Just kidding. Thanks for the gift. Shall we open it? You look really uncomfortable. Have you ever opened a gift before? So you grab the other end. Let's just rip it like a cracker. Whoa, you're too strong. Oh, shit!
You did this?
You did this, Victor! You did it! That's it. We got a sea monkey on Mars.
We've got the sea monkeys on Mars.
I completely forgot about the whole conversation we had on the last episode that we want to get sea monkey tank. We were like, oh, let us know if we should do it. Matt and Nat have freaking got us sea monkeys on Mars.
Matt and Nat, you guys are the blessed.
You guys are fucking blessed. You guys are bare blessed. This is so... we didn't get you anything for our anniversary.
So it's sea monkeys on Mars. Everything you need to grow sea monkeys.
Oh my God.
By the way, I realised I sort of hijacked last week's episode with the sea monkey chat. I looked back and everyone was like, oh, this is just a sea monkeys episode.
A sea monkey episode. Yeah, but that's the best kind. Oh my God, this is... Can I have a look? Stop hogging it. Let me look. Okay, right. Well, was he...
So for audio listeners... There's a big...
What about humans sat here? I want to see it.
It's a big Martian... it's a big Martian landscape with...
Me!
A podcast set and an astronaut on top.
This is so cool. They grow 2 centimeters.
Mine, by the way.
Fucking hell.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, can I show you? I sent Chip a video of my sea monkeys.
Are they alive?
There's so many of them. They're huge.
They're big?
Yeah,
Why?
Massive.
What
I'm just feeding them well.
What are you feeding them?
Anyway, thank you, producers, for the lovely gift.
This is so cool. Where do you guys get this from? Online? Or you got a... you got to. Oh, you got to.
Oh no, they made it.
No, they met a guy. A guy just comes up on a line bike, just outside, and just pulls up with the sea monkeys. They made it. They're from Mars. Of course, they're from Mars.
No, but of course.
What am I thinking? But of course, where else are they from?
Yeah. What a cool invention.
Speaking of other things on set, F1 car.
Is that McLaren?
These. Have you seen these little Lego? You get these little Lego mystery boxes. You crack them open, and then you build a little car like that.
That's cool.
I'm addicted to them. And I've just got a few more to collect. This is a double. This is why I brought it in. Now we've got an F1 car on set. And it reminds me, I was at the F1 movie premiere last night. It was a really entertaining film.
Was it a good movie?
It's really cool.
Was Brad Pitt Lang?
He's mad Lang. It's one of those where I've come away and I just wish I was his. I'm going to start acting like his character. I just know I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you just expect my whole persona to change. He's so cool in the movie.
Look at that.
It's not very realistic from an F1 standpoint, but it has to be that way for it to be entertaining. And it was a very...
Make it sound like F1 is boring.
It
needs to not be like F1 if it needs to be entertaining.
No, as in like you can't... Like it's kind of rags to riches in a way, but you can't do rags to riches in a single season in F1. It just wouldn't work. It's just not like possible.
Got you.
Whereas it sort of needs to be for... But it was really good. It was
Wow,
really good
that's
film.
so cool.
Very enjoyable. Are you watching that?
I will watch it.
Tomorrow?
I can't.
Interesting.
We're on the secret shoot.
Oh, the secret shoot that we can't talk about.
Yeah.
You guys can't wait for that.
Anyway, speaking of inventions,
What?
the sea monkey inventions are a great invention.
We weren't speaking about that.
Fair
Segue. Why didn't you read the segue?
Can you name these by the year they were invented and one random fact? Double points if you can guess the country.
Okay, we got a game.
So we've got a bunch of inventions. We've got the year it was invented and one random fact about it. So,
all right, what's the first one?
From the top, 1983. Took over 5,000 prototypes to get it right.
That's like $5,000. Top prototypes. Wow. 1983. You were around then. What? 1983 in the 80s. They were just had good music. It was like Stranger Things vibe.
The Vietnam War, classically the war with the best soundtrack. That was in the 80s.
The 80s.
When was the Vietnam War?
80s.
81 to 85 or something. That's slap bang in the middle. Can we Google that?
Slap back. Can we bring up the Vietnam War? Let's
war and then just put years.
Yeah, let's pick up the vibe. Oh,
what?
55 to 75.
I was miles off.
We're in a different fucking.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, speaking of Vietnam on planet 32B.
Yeah, we're on the we're in a different what are we in? What's the word?
The Vietnam was 20 years. What the hell did I study in?
This different dimension, bro. You're getting confused. We're talking about the Vietnam War back on Earth.
What was the war that was in the 80s?
Are you thinking the 60s Cuban Missile Crisis?
No, Cuban Missile Crisis was 1962.
60s. Yeah, that's why I said 60s.
The Falklands War.
Oh, of course.
The Iran-Iraq War and the Soviet-Afghan War.
Was it the... what was the war with Argentina involved? What was that one? The Falklands. Oh, I'm getting good at this. So there you go.
When did the US enter and exit Vietnam? Was it those 20 years? 82. Maybe it was the Falklands War that I was thinking.
You can't believe it. Right. So this has nothing to do with the invention then, really, the Vietnam War.
No.
It's different.
Oh, the Falklands.
Period. However, do you think it's war related? 5,000 prototypes. What else happened in the 80s? I couldn't tell you. I wasn't around. I don't know. Should we predict something war related?
I swear something epic happened in the early 80s. I mean, when was the fall of the Berlin Wall?
Ooh, the Berlin Wall, of course. The wall in Berlin.
Let's go. When did the Berlin Wall fall?
80s. Epic. 1989.
1989.
No.
So that's too late.
So maybe a hammer so they could break down the wall. How about that? They didn't have hammers before that. Yeah.
No, they would have had hammers.
No.
Slang, music, Eye of the Tiger, Danger Zone.
Actually, probably some kind
when
of
did
technology.
Fortunate Son come out?
It ain't me. It ain't me. I'm a fortunate son.
Okay, he's put... Yeah.
That's got to be a 70s song.
69, so that's way earlier.
That's 1 year before 70s, in my opinion.
So that will have been mid-Vietnam War.
Okay, right, let's think. Should we go for some kind of technology? 1982. I'm thinking, he's just sending messages now. He's just over there locked in on. He's just letting people know what he's up to.
I'm also trying to Google. What am I thinking of that was in the 80s?
You're not going to let this go, are you? Are you thinking of a war? Is that what you're thinking of?
I'm sure there was something more.
But does it matter?
The Cambodian Vietnamese War continued into the early 80s.
Cambodian Vietnamese War. Brilliant. Right. So
what were the Cambodians and Vietnamese inventing around that time?
I don't think it's got anything to do with them.
No, because it does. Do you not see the threads?
Okay, so predict something. Just throw something out there and we'll go for it.
Can we Google when rock music hit its peak? No, I'm joking.
We can't be taking this long in each invention. Say something. Okay, let's go for a...
What the hell would have taken... sea monkeys!
Automatic rifle. Sea monkeys?
No, we already knew the dates. We said that one.
Okay. Should we say automatic rifle?
What?
They had them.
No, it's going to be something funny and silly and us related.
All right,
when was the first Rose toy?
Let's just find out. A Dyson! James Dyson. I thought that's been around for ages.
The Dyson vacuum cleaner.
Wow.
1983. What?
5,000 prototypes as well. So obviously that came after the Hoover. So why did it take him so long to get it fucking right? Well, he's English. I know that much.
So
UK.
there were 4,999 Hoovers that he was selling that just didn't suck.
Yeah. They sucked all right, but they didn't suck.
They didn't suck.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, you know it.
Sweet. So we weren't even close because you were stuck in Cambodia. Let's go.
Cambodia.
The next one, 1996, debuted at the Atlanta Olympics. Ooh. Some kind of shoe, some kind of steroid, some kind of...
A javelin.
Some kind of sport, maybe. 1996.
A pole vault thing.
Should we go new pole vault? New pole vault thing, lock it in.
Oh, you wanted to...
Oh, wacky, wavy, inflatable tube man you see outside car dealership.
No way.
Oh my God. That debuted at the Atlanta Olympics.
No, wacky, waving, inflatable tube man. Is that a Family Guy
anything.
reference? Or is that what they're actually called?
He insists upon himself, Lois.
He insists upon himself.
Invented by Peter Minshall. Concept.
And Doran Gazet.
Doran Gazet.
So, where's that from? That
interesting.
Doran Gazet sounds like he could be like Slovakian.
Debuted at Atlanta, I'd say America.
But Peter Minshall, I think, is American. So yeah, let's go with America.
Trinidad. That's cool. Trinidad and USA. Little combo. Nice.
Usually you see Trinidad and Tobago hanging out. So what happened to Tobago in 1996? When was the Trinidad-Tobago War?
That's not...
That's not a thing.
Just get away from war. Okay, so we're 2 for 2 on misses right now. This is perfect. 1965.
Oh.
Originally invented for preservation, not cheap parties. 1965. Whoa, Cuban Missile Crisis.
No, that was 62.
How long did it last?
A couple of days.
Oh. All about sugar, wasn't it?
Oh, it was October 16th? Was it?
It was. No, 16th of October, unlucky.
So you can tell I wasn't paying attention in my Vietnam class, but Cuban Missile Crisis.
That's where you come into your own.
That's where I come into my own.
Yeah. That's a very niche topic to...
Mikhail Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Okay.
That is not the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's a joke because that's the Berlin Wall.
They're going to love that.
Oh my goodness.
Language.
Those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. I said are certain to miss the future. You play COD Zombies, anyone? Matt?
No, you already know that I didn't play COD. That was a big risk. 1965.
That was Black Ops.
Preservation.
5.
1965.
No. 5 being the map of zombies.
60s.
Well, what preserves stuff at parties? And do you use it cheap parties that preserve stuff where it's like, oh, this was originally...
Let's go for silly string.
Oh, what? And people were supposed to spray that and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like saran wrap.
You go saran wrap, I'll go silly string. Let's find out. Boxed wine, we're so close.
For preservation and not cheap parties.
That's okay.
Boxed wine is still a big thing when we go skiing. Because you get like a box of wine. It's a box with a bag of wine. It's like €2.
That is so funny because you added no information with that. You were like, Oh, that's a big thing when we go. Boxed wine is a big thing when we go skiing because it's boxed wine. You're like, there's no real reason. You're just because it's boxed.
Because it's like €2 or €3, and it's like rather than getting bottles which are expensive, you just get a bag in a box.
You ever had those 2-litre bottles of cider or like beer? No, cider really, like Frosty Jacks or Strongbow. You ever had those?
Oh, that's the whole question. No, why?
That was a full, complete question. That's what I used to do. That's what I used to do before a party, just to get a 2-litre bottle of cider. Just that would be my drink.
That's mental. I used to get a 4-pack of Strongbow dark fruits.
Yeah, sometimes I would do a dark fruit.
And I would be absolutely battered.
I'm drinking dark fruit straight. You're drinking it straight. Do you get that? Just made it up. So we're 3 for 3,
By
right?
Thomas Ango.
What country? Australia, I reckon.
France.
Let's find out.
Oh!
Congratulations, Natalie.
How on earth did you... Yeah, congrats, Nat.
Oh, it's huge. You guys love boxed wine, don't you?
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Can't just mock her. She's right there. 1993.
Oh, she had it for
1950.
breakfast. That's how you know. She was out there with a
Box of wine.
box of wine.
Okay. No, 1957. Invented to help his son with arthritis. Oh, no. That's sad. Help his son with arthritis. Some kind of... Oh, maybe deep heat or something. Oh, no, because we think it's not... Maybe butter?
What? Butter in 1957?
Maybe not. That didn't come in that early, did it?
No.
Oh, WD-40 or something like that.
1957. When was the start of the Cold War?
Let's go away from wars. Okay, none of this has been invented because of a war. So
Is some of so if you have arthritis in your hands,
sore joints.
I can't lie. I think deep heat is not a bad shout.
But
that would have been more recent.
It's too accurate. It's too bang on. I feel like the actual answer is going to be something ridiculous, isn't it? Like everything here has been ridiculous, hasn't it?
How is the Dyson vacuum cleaner ridiculous?
That's true, actually. Because it's fucking ridiculous. That's why. Because the cost of it. Yeah, that's right.
It's actually quite cool that you can make a vacuum.
So let's go.
And that thing sucks anything.
Yeah, that thing sucks anything. It's not an easy thing to do to make something that sucks, is it? I don't think. Why it took 5,000 prototypes. Let's go for...
Oh, wait. A zip. Could it be a zip? Because, if you've got arthritis, they can't do buttons well.
Oh,
my grandma had it.
Oh, yeah, let's go for
the zip.
A jacuzzi.
Oh, a jacuzzi.
Oh, let's go
jacuzzi,
bro. It's a jacuzzi. Oh, that's cool. So you could warm his bones. And what country is a jacuzzi from? Maybe...
Jacuzzi.
Oh, I feel like Scandinavian. You?
Jacuzzi.
Oh, we don't know.
Jacuzzi. Jacuzzi.
Maybe it's Italian. It's a double Z.
I'm thinking Italian.
Let's go Italy. Oh, USA Italian.
USA Italian.
Oh, he was Italian.
He was Italian American.
Italian American. Okay, nice. Oh, well, good luck on the... I hate jacuzzis.
Well, I love them. Oh, you don't like getting hot.
I don't like getting
I'm
hot.
bothered.
Oh, it's disgusting. I don't mind putting my legs in, but anything else is horrible.
Oddball.
Okay, do you want to read out the next one? I feel like I've read everything out.
1993.
I'll take it from here. Oh, no, joking.
The original patent expired before it became a craze.
Oh, unlucky.
What became a craze in 1993?
Cereal? Hanging out with your friends? Money?
You're so odd.
Bowling? Laser tag? Let's go. Okay, it became a craze. Oh, what? Sea monkeys,
how long
maybe.
do patents don't expire for like decades?
Furbies?
What was
Mouse
a craze
traps?
in 1993?
Some kind of video game, some kind of board game.
There's
some kind of...
really not enough information for us to be able to guess any of these.
That's the beauty of it.
It could be anything.
Let your mind run free.
I wasn't even there.
You were close, though.
I'm always close.
Ooh, I'm going to go for fake plants.
What would someone get patented?
Artificial foliage, please. What do you want? Oh, I was right.
Fidget spinner.
1993.
Oh, it was in 1993 was when it was invented, and then it became a craze after the patent. So we could have realised
That's crazy.
current things. I was thinking of things that were crazy in 1993 and had patents decades before.
Fidget spinner. They were huge.
They were
had a
briefly.
Fidget spinner. Why?
When we were in Amsterdam, someone was talking about someone that famously spent their life savings on just crates of fidget spinners just as they stopped becoming a craze.
Oh, what, to resell?
And now just has warehouses full of them.
They'll come back. I think they'll come back. Or you could find another. You could make a helicopter out of them, probably. Or they probably have some practical use.
Catherine Hettinger. That sounds like...
Hettinger's German.
I was thinking it's Germanic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe Germany or Netherlands.
USA.
Oh, we were close.
Oh, bang on. Yeah. Perfect. German.
Well, the thing about USA is obviously it's just filled with immigrants from different... So you have the Italians.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they can have those names and it could throw you off.
That's true, because Americans aren't truly American, are they? America, no one was, right?
Well, Native Americans. What would be a classic Native American surname?
I'm not sure.
Okay, fair enough.
Segue. Not all inventions turned out the way they were supposed to. For instance, a rose toy was designed to cure asthma.
It takes my breath away.
That's horrible. Well done. Good work. That's right. Franz Reichelt.
It's mainly the suction. Franz Reichelt in the Eiffel Tower wingsuit incident of 1912.
You must remember.
You know, like when I was starting social media and I had a podcast with my friend Fred, who now is Fred Athletics, who's
I thought you were going to say he's now dead.
Fitness content creator.
Yes.
We did an episode on dumb ways to die.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Is there anything more to that? Or did you speak about... No, not the song. I mean the story.
Oh, we covered this.
Okay, sweet.
It was a cool one.
You know about this. Go on, take me through it.
So, so he was an Austrian-born French tailor and inventor dubbed the Flying Tailor.
That's sick. We need cooler nicknames. Carry on.
Invent something cool for once.
What do you mean? I've invented so much shit.
Yeah, he made a rose toy with razor blades in it.
The razor toy.
Just slices through the fun of it. So he invented a wearable parachute suit for pilots.
Yeah.
It's essentially an early squirrel suit, wingsuit, which are really epic and cool now.
Squirrel. Yes, I loved using it on Steep, the game that we can...
Oh my God, Steep. What a beautiful game.
Yeah.
If you ever want to have Zen mode in life, go play Steep and put a wingsuit on anyway.
Or sit by a river.
So yeah, he jumped 57 meters-ish or 187 feet off the Eiffel Tower.
Insane.
He had so much confidence in his suit.
Oh, he died!
Well, what do you think the Dumb Ways to Die segment was all about?
I thought it was going to be a raging...
On the 4th of February 1912, around 8:22 a.m., he jumped to his doom. It was even captured on film. One of the first documented fatal accidents, actually. His trials contributed towards incremental lessons to parachute design evolution.
You know what? There's something so beautiful in that when you believe in yourself so much that you would just throw yourself off the Eiffel Tower because you thought...
But it borders on delusion.
But delusion can be great. Don't you think? Sometimes you have to be delusional. Maybe not to the point where you're doing that, but...
Yeah.
To believe in your invention so much that you're like, I'm just going to throw myself off this. The only way to test those is to do it. So I guess at some point, he was going to have to throw himself off some kind of building.
Yeah, but
it's
I feel
poetic.
like if you're a scientist, you know the scientific method. You'd think that he'd try it with dolls first or something, or...
Yeah, but with a wingsuit, I don't think you can you? Because you control it.
You need to control it. Or you do it into water.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but I like the fact that he was like, you know what, this is going to fucking work. And just did it. I think that's really cool.
It? Can we pull up a photo of it? Because like...
What, the thing that he was wearing?
The idea that he thought he could get enough drag from this wingsuit.
I love this guy. I think... He's kind of a hero of mine already, and I just heard about him.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a moron.
You can't speak ill of the dead.
Look at that. How he thought that was going to create enough drag. For audio enjoyers, it's like he's wearing a baggy jumper, baggy trousers, and there's a massive hood above him.
Oh, he hasn't heard about the baggy trouser, tight top combination, has he? He's going baggy all over. That is crazy, to be fair. I didn't know it would look like that.
Just mental.
He looks like he shat himself everywhere.
He's got a great moustache.
Wow,
God,
he does have a great moustache. And he's wearing a hat. Damn. I do love that, though. I do love the fact that he was like, I'm just going to do it. I believe in myself. This is going to work. And he died believing in himself.
No, because he would die the worst way. He'd be like, this is mad embarrassing. I got it wrong.
No, but he's like, but people will now be able to make a successful one.
Interesting.
I was a step in the right direction.
Maybe you were.
How far would you go to prove a point or test a theory? Would you go as far as death?
No, I'm very scared of death, but I am quite stubborn. Like if I believe something,
Yeah.
like, you know, someone would have to
Kill you.
give me pretty persuasive evidence to change my mind.
Or bribe you. Can you be bribed?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Not even with money. I could just be bribed. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want me to do and how much for? Go on, try and bribe me.
Tell that alien you love it.
Fuck off.
And no,
Sorry.
don't say that.
That's the second F-bomb
Don't say
I've
that.
dropped in this episode.
And I'll let you get a snack from upstairs before we go to the next shoot.
Yeah, maybe I'm harder to bribe than you think. No, I hate him.
Really? That?
Yeah, I really don't like him. It's because our set is so like cool and look, you've got
Yeah, but you're missing out on all
the
the
Rasta aliens, you've got the wolf, you've got really cool books,
F1 car.
F1 car.
You're missing out on all the fun socials after like we all now go out because he's organising it and you just don't turn up.
I'd rather be at home, chilling with my sea monkeys.
It's becoming a bit of an issue. You do need to I think you just need to sit down and have a chat with him.
He doesn't say anything. I've
He
tried.
does say stuff.
Okay, wait. Would you like to be friends with me?
He's laughing at your fucking stupid ass.
See?
Friends with you. I love this guy.
And what about Bach? What are your thoughts on Italian Bach? Really?
You have been chosen.
You're his chosen one, his best friend.
Because I'm nice to him. You're not nice to him.
That's here again.
That's back.
Anyway,
God.
so there are characteristics of an inventor from the 2016 Journal of Applied Behavioral Science titled Creativity and Intrinsic Motivation, Exploring a Complex Relationship. I wrote a really big essay when I was doing my master's on entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial traits and the difference between necessity entrepreneurship and opportunistic entrepreneurship.
Ooh, that's
which is really cool.
Yeah. Because
Like-
necessity is like, oh, you have to do it otherwise.
Yeah, say for example, we looked at immigrants that came across to the UK. If they didn't speak good English and they didn't have many qualifications, they'd be like, oh, what can I do? Maybe set up a restaurant, maybe set up a corner shop. And there were loads of examples of that.
That's actually what my Nono's father did.
I was going to say, yeah,
Started a fish shop.
started a fish
Then
shop.
started a grocery shop.
And the sort of like success you can come with being like maybe because without skills or like British qualifications, it'd be harder for me to, and then they go into entrepreneurship and they're super successful because the motivation is they have to. And some people are more opportunistic. Like, you know, if they have a safe job, they would never do it. But like if they got sacked and stuff, then they'd end up creating an empire or something.
Yeah.
Really interesting,
That
actually.
is interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think, so we're going to see now if we've got what it takes.
Yeah.
Do you think, before we do the test, do you think you got what it takes?
Well, I think we'll naturally have a lot of the characteristics because we are entrepreneurs in a sense.
Technically you already
going into
are,
social
yeah.
media.
Technically you already are handsome entrepreneurs. We wear suits, Italian suits most days. You just don't see it on the pod.
Yeah, this is our work outfit.
This is our work.
Our relaxing attire.
We
is
we'll
Italian
put
suits.
back our Italian suits in a minute. Yeah. Okay. So the first check is,
Oh,
sorry, Matt just got up a twerk compilation. Curiosity and intrinsic motivation. Curiosity killed the cat. Are you the cat?
I think we're quite curious.
I'm curious. And intrinsic motivation. I have
Yeah.
intrinsic motivation.
You were saying last week you felt a bit burnt out because you've been working so hard, and that's just off your own back. And I'm very
Was on
much
my
like
back.
that, I think. Yeah, so tick.
Oh, check that off.
Curiosity killed the cat. Problem solving and need recognition.
Need
I
recognition.
didn't know about the need recognition thing.
No.
I think I could operate in silence.
But would you, okay, need recognition, but would you say we had no comments on the pod? Comments were turned off, you never got feedback, or people saying, oh, this is cool, I really like this. Would you keep going with the pod?
Feedback, I feel, is different to recognition, though. If I was like, if I could
Okay,
flick a button and someone was like, no one
Yeah.
will ever recognize you out in
Do you-
public.
would you, okay, but recognition, so then would you argue like views is recognition? So would you carry
Oh, I
on
see
doing
what
the
you
pod
mean.
with no views?
So you're talking quite an impersonal recognition.
Like, yeah, rather than someone going, oh, you're doing really good.
Personal recognition,
Yeah.
which is what I was thinking, where people would speak. Yeah, interesting.
'Cause
Yeah,
that's it.
you want obviously to see the fruits of your labor. You want to work hard and be like, I'm being rewarded with
Yeah.
people enjoying the video. But interesting. But problem solving, definitely. It's
Yeah.
weird that these are paired. Like, is there a reason problem solving and recognition are paired?
It must be. Let's tick that off. We got those.
Yeah, I don't know about
Oh,
recognition
problem
right now.
solve why they're paired. boy.
Creativity, well, we are creators, and divergent thinking.
I am a divergent. You ever watch Divergent?
There's some divergent thinking going on in my noggin, that's for sure.
That's true. Whatever, yeah. His noggin. Whatever's going.
Why'd you just repeat that?
I don't know. It's a funny word that you used.
Risk taking. I did quit my life as a lawyer.
Yep.
To become a creator.
You risked your
Took
livelihood.
that risk.
And tolerance for failure. You need a high tolerance for failure. Otherwise, you never make it in the end.
I was talking about this the other day. Who was I speaking about this with? And then being like, they feel like they now have to upload super. Actually, I probably wouldn't say because it's not really my place to say, but they feel like every video has to be high quality. And they push it and push it. And it's like, once you've got a bunch of high quality things, you feel like you can never upload a chill video again. And I was like, I feel like I've got a higher tolerance for failure.
Yeah.
Because I know that every week, I say it every week. Just watch the gaming videos, please. No, I'm joking. But as in like, I feel like some creators probably wouldn't feel like they could upload a chill gaming video.
Yeah.
If it was going to flop, because they'd feel like a failure seeing the 10 out of 10. Whereas I feel like mine's quite high because I feel like at the moment I just upload whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
And I don't really care if it doesn't do well.
I think you honestly, to be like a YouTuber or whatever, you have to have a high tolerance for failure because in the beginning, nothing's going to do well. Like it takes a year or two before anything, like before you're even doing it as a job, is just constant failure.
I don't know, because I think there are a lot of creators that now, if a video doesn't do well,
maybe their tolerance decreases.
It
over
can
time.
really
I think
to them.
I'm sure tolerance for failure can go down when you're succeeding so much to the point where, like, say Mr. Beast all of a sudden starts flopping. I'd probably send him into a spiral because he's used to 200 million views. It depends what your normal is, I suppose. But also, you just got to outfail the competition. Failing is so important. Like, the more you fail, there's so much to be learned from it.
Yeah. Every time you fail, it's another step closer to success.
Yeah, and have you seen the...
And eventually I'll say that quote and not stumble over it.
And it will be fucking epic. Oh, how about this? Oh, how about this one then? A winner is just a failure. Wait. Oh, no. Cue the music.
A winner is just a failure, end quote.
No, a winner is just a failure who tried one more time.
Oh, that's true though, because they say 9 out of 10 businesses in the UK fail in its first year.
Yeah.
So you've got most entrepreneurs, like, I think a lot of, like, people always go like, oh, this billionaire is a really bad businessman. He had this business, it failed, this business, it failed, this business, it failed. And it's kind of like, it's not almost like a bad trait of someone who's like mega wealthy. It's almost an inevitability. Like you look at billionaires and they will have tried like 1 billion businesses.
Yeah.
And so many of them will have failed.
Yeah.
And I think it's always an interesting one when people kind of go, oh, this billionaire's a loser. Like, he tried this and it failed. That's so embarrassing and stuff. And like, they're not a good businessman, but part of like being a smart businessman.
Well, you got to learn what works. You're not going to nail it first time. No one does.
Yeah, it's just trying a bunch of different things and having a bunch fail.
Yeah.
And then there's obviously boring tax ways of getting around it. You have a little company, you set up 10 different companies, 9 of them fail, they go bankrupt. Don't worry about it because company's a different entity.
Yeah.
Well, the one that works makes loads of money and you get to take it out.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that.
What?
Maybe we should just make loads of companies.
I've got 15.
You've got 15 companies?
Yeah.
What's your worst one?
This one.
This
one failing at the moment, but
shit.
But that leads me to the next point: persistence and grit. No matter how much misery I am doing this, no matter how much misery. No, don't.
Do you feel miserable at the moment?
No.
That was a very dark tangent.
I was going to say no matter how much.
No matter how much misery I'm suffering at the moment.
No, because we were saying that this is. I was joking, saying this is my worst business. I was going to say, no matter how much misery it brings me, I still persist. But it was just a joke and it's not funny.
How are you at the moment?
I'm fine. I'm fine. No, you're making me uncomfortable. Persistence and grit. We're fine with persistence and grit. We got grit, right?
Are you able to persist daily?
Yeah.
Good.
I've been persisting. I've got grit. Have you?
I'm worried about you. No, yeah, you definitely have to be persistent because you have to keep going. That's almost quite similar with the tolerance for failure, the persistence.
Yeah, I think we covered that because it's very much the same, isn't it?
Yeah, you just got to keep on going, keep on going.
Keep on swimming,
and grind out when it's hard.
Oh, yeah. Grind it out when it's hard. Remember that one.
Grind on me.
Baby, grind on me. Cognitive dissonance and ideation. We covered cognitive dissonance recently.
Yeah, what you've got to have cognitive dissonance, or what's the cognitive dissonance thing there?
I guess so, to be an inventor, because think about like, oh, you care about the environment, but you've got to invent something that
harmful to it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So I guess you do have to have cognitive dissonance.
You
do have to put aside.
I want to go to Bilbao, but I've got the only way of getting there is on a private jet because all the flights are all taken.
Yeah, so you had to suck.
So I had to
suck some dick together.
I had to plant 10 billion trees.
Yes, 10 billion trees he planted. So yeah. For instance, creating arms goes against morals. Very true.
God.
It is very true. And ideation, cognitive dissonance.
You can be a moral businessman. I don't think you necessarily have to have that one, really.
To be an inventor. An entrepreneur.
Can we scroll up? We've forgotten what we're doing here.
No, it's
characteristics of an inventor.
Oh, an inventor. Yeah.
I guess so. I guess you'll run into challenges where you go.
I think you don't necessarily have to have it, but it's like a trait that most would have because.
But cognitive dissonance isn't a trait. It's a feeling.
Well, yeah, it's a characteristic.
Yeah, cognitive dissonance isn't a characteristic.
To be able to have it, I think it is. Some people just like straight as an arrow have one way of thinking.
No, cognitive dissonance is not.
Okay, but
I don't know what's.
But would you say that you have cognitive dissonance? Yes, me too.
Yeah, but the whole reason we did that whole pod the other day is because everyone does in every facet of life.
Sure, yeah. But whether it's a characteristic or not doesn't matter. It's just, are you capable of that? Yeah. Maybe, but then ideation.
Bro wanted to move on so bad.
Yeah,
I don't get the ideation either.
Ignore
the ability of coming up with ideas.
Huh? Yeah, but can you come up with ideas?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I'm actually not really good at this. I'm actually not particularly creative.
You're not an ideas guy.
Yeah, not really.
So that for you ain't getting ticked.
Yeah, that wouldn't get ticked for me. But cognitive dissonance would be. I get that a lot.
Okay. Well, why don't we move on, because we can test out your ideation and see how good you are as an inventor.
Oh.
Because we've got this random object generator.
Yeah.
We'll generate 2 objects, and you've got to invent something using those 2 objects, and we'll see how good you really are as an inventor.
Right.
Okay. Let's hit
just
randomize.
After I say I'm not very creative.
Yeah, we'll
see.
We'll
This
see.
is so embarrassing.
Okay, let's generate something.
Okay, a wallet
and a toothpick. What can you make with a wallet and a toothpick?
Oh, of course.
You were hoping you would get these 2 objects.
Oh.
Go on. What you got?
Oh, of course. Oh, it's a wallet.
Yeah.
That's a toothpick. So when you open it, it's got a toothpick in it. Oh, it's a wallet, and you've got to stroke the spine, like you've got to stroke the spine of the book in Harry Potter, otherwise it eats you. You've got to stroke its spine to open it safely. If you don't stroke its spine, you open it, fires 2 toothpicks into either of your eyes and blinds you for life. So if a thief steals your wallet, they get blinded forever.
That story.
You look like you're about to sneeze.
I am.
He's allergic to brilliant ideas. Sorry, guys.
That's brilliant. Oh no.
Because have you seen this old school? It was like a briefcase with extendable arms. And so if someone steals the briefcase, it shoots these like poles in 3 different directions and clamps down on your hand. So see if we can pull this up. Anti-theft. Pull up the images. Put Google Images in here.
Put Google Images.
Oh, it doesn't exist. There you go. It's an old one of these. Look.
So what does that do?
And so if someone steals the briefcase off you,
Beefcase. Beefcase. My case of beef.
It's because I use my briefcase to carry around mints on me. Look, so you're carrying the briefcase along, yada yada yada.
Of course, yeah.
Someone steals it off you.
But how does it know it's been stolen?
Because if you're not gripping it properly,
oh my god,
it puts these 3 giant poles off in 3, almost like a pie chart cut into 3, and it means
that's fucking
you can't
dangerous.
Run away with it because you can't get out the door, and it also clamps down on your hands so you can't let go.
That would break your toe.
It does. It break. Well, it's supposed to like break your fingers.
I mean, that's brutal.
Isn't that so clever?
Yeah, I'm going to get one of those coming to the office.
So anyway, I've now invented a wallet that shoots toothpicks in your
Oh,
eyeballs.
so you've stolen their patent. Great.
It's somewhat similar. It just reminded me of anti-theft.
No, that's good.
But I think that's
good
novel
invention
enough
from
to
you.
patent.
It's a good invention.
Okay, your turn. Randomize.
Randomize the thing.
Give us another two things. A shoelace.
Oh, you could do so much with that.
And a miniature portrait.
What the fuck? A miniature portrait and a shoelace. What the fuck do you make? What could I possibly make other than a necklace? Oh, a necklace. It's perfect. A miniature portrait and a piece of
Come on, man.
string.
You're the creative one now, Austin.
I've got a fucking miniature portrait and a piece of shoelace.
Yeah, that's easy.
Is it? What I would actually make is... Oh, it's obvious, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Dick bejazzlement.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So what you do is the shoelace is tied up perfectly, goes at the end of your knob, and you got a miniature portrait at the end. So you literally, your penis has a face. You give your penis a face now. It's brilliant, isn't it? What do you think? You
I'd like
kinda
to
love
see it in action.
I need to see this.
No, Patreon only demonstration next week, please. You know what could be cool? You know when you're a kid and you have those books where you draw from the number 1 to the number 2 to the number 3 to number 4, and then it ends up painting a picture?
Yes.
What's it called?
Paint by numbers.
No, that's when...
Oh, dot to dot.
Dot to dot.
Cool. Is that it, or...
Imagine your shoelace, but rather than it just having these dots that are next to each other, it's a dot to dot thing. So when you put your shoelaces in, it's a portrait and it goes dot to dot. So you go, I'll put it through that hole first, that hole second. And then rather than having these boring crisscross laces, you have a really cool image
I like that.
of the Moaning Lisa or something.
The Moaning Lisa. Oh, the Gooning Lisa. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's brilliant.
That would be quite cool. And you
That's
go, look at my
quite a good idea.
laces. Oh, it's an outline.
Fantastic.
It's an outline of the girl with the pearl earring.
The girl what?
The girl with the pearl earring.
The girl with what?
The pearl earring.
Why you go pearl earring? The girl with a pearl earring. Wow. That was something.
Anyway, next segue. Franz Reichelt would have made headlines in 1912. Let's go through some recent ones.
Okay.
Headline 1. One item of clothing is surprisingly bad for your health. Is it A? Good God, there's a lot there. Button shirts. You read this one out because it's about you.
Causes inability for Batch to take his shirt off easily on holiday, causing a spike in heart rate amongst women. That's so true, of course. Number 2, flat caps. They can compress nerves and restrict blood flow. Number 3, flip-flops. Stunting the person's confidence and inability to pull on a night out creates a lack of sexual arousal from the opposite sex. Neckties. Tight neckties can increase intraocular pressure, potentially leading to eye health issues like glaucoma and cuts of blood flow to the brain. Wow. Shapewear. Wearing tight shapewear can lead to excessive comments regarding one's small waist, causing serious social divide. What? Damn. Okay. So if you wear something small, everyone's going to be like, oh, you're snatched. And then there's going to be a serious social divide.
So there's actually only 2 serious ones here. Flat cap and neckties.
I say neckties. Tight around the old neck. Neck is so precious, isn't it? Flat caps. Flat cap. You can get a different size flat cap, can't you?
But you can just loosen your necktie.
That's true.
The people in the study were there like, this necktie is so tight, I'm getting glaucoma. And it's like, bro, just loosen it.
I was actually at the barber's once, and you know how you go into one of those capes? He'd rolled my chair onto the cape at the bottom, like how it was dangling down. It was pulling down on my neck, and I was too much of a pussy to say anything, so I was there like that the whole time, getting my hair cut.
Getting choked out.
Probably made me so stupid afterwards. It killed so many like brain cells. Now I've just got 2.
Oh my God.
And they're in there just dancing.
I think both those could work, because I had that weird headache when I got occipital neuralgia, which is your nerve in the back of your head. And that one you can get from compressing it.
What the hell happened to you?
Just got mad headache for 2 weeks.
Wow. 2-week headache.
Yeah. Googled it and it said the only thing that causes that is cancer. Thought I was going to die for a little bit.
So you're all right now, or you still got
And that's
cancer?
why I had the health anxiety talk with Chris on the 3 Peaks challenge.
Oh, because you thought you had cancer.
It was a tough few weeks.
Damn. Well, you're okay now.
Hard to tell. Anyway, I think it could be either. Are you going with neckties?
Yeah.
I'll go with flat caps then.
All right.
Answer, neckties.
Neckties. Oh my God. So it really does just restrict your blood flow. Genuine increased risks of glaucoma.
Is it glaucoma or
Glaucoma. I always say glaucoma.
Have you seen Due Date, the movie?
No.
He has glaucoma in that.
Oh, that's sad. Looking back further, researchers in a small 2018 study could also conclude that it reduced blood flow to the brain by 7.5%.
What? Loosen your neckties, people.
Jeez, okay. Headline 2. Unknown reason that seagulls are getting drunk. What are they doing? Do you want to read out the options?
What are they doing?
What are they doing?
They've become intelligent enough to mimic the actions and behaviours of humans. Well, they do steal our food, so is them stealing a pint of beer that outrageous?
Not really. They're so much bigger than you.
Or someone on Brighton Beach, they've left a glass of wine out and they've left the table.
Oh, that's my
And the seagulls just go and drink it.
I wouldn't blame them.
You ever at a swimming pool and a bird comes and drinks some of the water and you're like, that
swallow.
can't be good for you.
Yeah.
Of course they swallow.
No, a swallow.
How else are they going to drink it?
No, a swallow. A swallow. I
know
think what
you
they're
swallow.
doing is they're eating bugs on top of the water. I don't think they're drinking water.
No, they're going to go. They're definitely drinking it. There were
No,
no
because
bugs.
birds don't drink.
Right. So that could be possible. An increase in air pollution.
Oh, so they're getting drunk on pollution.
That wouldn't make you drunk, I don't think.
Well,
The consumption of flying ants, which contain an acid that makes them drunk.
oh damn.
That is true. There are
Really?
biological mechanisms that can...
Give you a buzz.
Yeah, but it's not from your own cells. It's from if you have the right bacterial colonies. Because have you heard about that person that has the auto-fermentation syndrome or something? And when they have too much sugars, it ferments and becomes alcohol in their body and they get drunk.
No.
And so I think they were drunk
just sugar
driving and
makes
they're
them
just
drunk.
eating like a loaf of bread or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I think cows as well
They eat bread and drive.
have some sort of fermentation that can produce alcohol. But alcohol definitely can...
Oh, that's why their farts are so good. Take that.
But flying ants, would you have enough, and would the ants have enough acids in them to make them drunk?
Probably not.
If it was sugars, I'd get it.
Sugar.
Acids is a bit rarer.
What else we got?
Scavenging leftover beer cans and wine glasses from beachgoers. That's very similar to one.
Yeah. Well, the number one suggests they're becoming smart enough to be like, oh, I need a fucking pint. Number 4, they're just scavenging.
Seagulls aren't that intelligent, I guess. Really,
Yeah, I think number 4 is the most likely so far.
We haven't read... Oh, yeah. So 5. Humans are purposefully encouraging alcohol consumption in a ploy to make the birds too inhibited to steal their food.
I have seen a video where they put laxatives on chips. And
That was an iconic one. Was that on
Yeah, that's
Miami
terrible.
Beach or something? Or
I think it was Brighton,
in
wasn't it?
LA? What?
Was it not?
I've seen one in
Maybe I
America.
made it up.
And everyone's getting shat on, like even babies and old grandmas and stuff.
Even babies
Right.
and old grandmas.
The worst people to get shat on.
How dare they? Are they?
Well, their immune systems are quite weak, and I imagine...
What about someone wearing a nice Italian suit?
Awful. Anyway,
That would be truly awful. Okay.
if it was just humans are purposefully encouraging alcohol consumption, I can imagine like people just go, "Oh, this would be hilarious." Like,
Should we go for that as the answer?
there's always like sick ploys. Like, you ever see these old YouTube pranks that used to get absolutely cooked, and they like make toothpaste sandwiches and give them to seagulls?
Yeah, like Janoskins used to do stuff like that. I'm going to go, I think number 5. I think humans are purposefully encouraging it.
To make them too drunk to steal their food. I don't think anyone's going to go, I'm going to give this one seagull beer so that it's too drunk to eat my meal.
What do you think it is then?
I think it would be scavenging leftover beer and wine.
Okay, let's find out. Oh, it's wild ants.
Whoa!
And flying ants, not wild ants. Well, they're wild.
Wow, they actually are doing enough. Wow,
Oh
that's
my
so cool.
God. They contain formic acid, leading to their inebriated state.
That's really cool.
That's insane. Oh my God, well, good for them. I'm glad they're getting fucked up.
I would love to see a drunk seagull. That's so funny.
That is funny. They'd be such assholes, wouldn't they? So what's the next one? We've got, you'll never guess where the world's oldest cheese was found.
Egypt.
Probably from your foreskin, Unk. Between Arthur's toes, an ancient time capsule, inside a Chinese tomb, Nonna's house, found aging inside a 9,000-year-old tree.
I'm thinking
You
inside
thinking
a
what I'm
Chinese
thinking?
tomb.
Yeah, you thinking what I'm thinking?
Because I was thinking it was going to be an Egyptian tomb.
Chinese mummy. The cheesy Chinese mummy.
Oh, yeah.
You know about it.
Yeah.
We spoke about it. I think it's that, isn't it? Let's go inside a Chinese tomb. Yeah. Found on the necks.
Oh, we've literally done this before.
Yeah, we spoke about this. It's found around the necks of Bronze Age mummies.
Yeah, I remember this.
Xiaoha Cemetery in northwest China. It's a kefir, isn't it? Kefir starter grains considered a treasure to bring to the afterlife. Crazy.
Yeah, that had such a funny episode. That was my favourite episode title ever, Harry Potter and the Cheesy Chinese Mummy.
Cheesy Chinese mummy. And they were estimated to be buried 3,500 years ago. Damn.
Classic.
Cheesy little things. They really were.
Banger.
Headline 4. Otters have been coined jerks. They probably are jerks, aren't they?
Wait, isn't there an otter that wanks in the zoo near Cambridge?
And just looks you in the eye as he does it.
Yeah. Were you there for that?
He's a long lost relative.
Or did you just watch it? You weren't there for that one, were you?
Who do you think taught him how to do it? Come on. Okay, so are they jerks because of interspecies sex? They don't listen to the Bach and Arthur pod. That would make them jerks. They're murderers. Their poo smells like jasmine tea. Show-offs.
Goals.
Or all of the above.
Right. So it's not going to be because they're not. So they're either murderers or interspecies sex.
Or their poo smells like jasmine tea.
Is jerks, as in just going like, oh, that's such jerk behaviour? Because I feel like murderer is quite heavy for jerk. But
That's so true. A murder comes to the sun, you go, oh, you're a jerk.
Oh, you're a jerk, aren't you?
You jerk.
You killed another person, didn't you? You jerk.
Interspecies sex, what's that?
Just having sex with another species. That's quite rife in the animal kingdom, isn't it? Animals just
I can
love
imagine they
shagging.
would just clot whatever they want, yeah.
But again, does that make them a jerk or a, you know?
I'm going to go murder.
Sort of biological sex offender.
I think it would be murderer, and they're just killing something like maybe killing fish for sport.
I think it's going to be interspecies sex. So if you didn't know, we went on one of Arthur's platform roulettes to a place called Sheppreth Wildlife Park. Lovely wildlife park on the outskirts of Cambridge, which also itself is a lovely place to be. Anyway, they have otters there. And
and it blew your back out.
One of the otters, when it's feeding time, gets so excited that the food's about to come, it can't contain its excitement, and it just starts wanking in front of everyone. And obviously they have to give you a warning because they're like, listen, if you're bringing your kids, it just stands there.
Just over it.
Yeah.
Didn't like
It's
that.
a bit like an otter version of Chip.
Chip doesn't do that.
He wanks furiously. You never listen to the fellas episodes.
He does it on there.
Yeah, when he gets really excited.
I can't wait to record, Freezy.
He just starts tweaking out.
No, Freezy, I can't wait to record. And then, Chippo, burger, Chippo. I've heard their pod a million times.
After this episode, we're gonna go eat another burger, and he just starts.
Oh, Chippo, that's a stinker. Fuck off, cow.
I just start wanking. Anyway,
wanking. I think it's murderer.
I think it's interspecies sex.
Okay.
But I feel like we're downplaying both of these crimes.
Oh,
all of the above.
Goodness, what the fuck?
So they don't listen to the
my God, of course
podcast.
they
That's
don't listen. Of course they don't listen to it. Why didn't we think of that?
Otters aren't cute. They're sick, depraved jerks.
Oh my God. They do look like jerks, actually, when you see them up close.
Forced sex. They mate regularly. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Okay, wait. That's not interspecies though, is it? Forced interspecies sex. So wait, they have non-consensual sex with their own species. There are also numerous reports in an aquatic mammals study of male sea otters having violent forced copulation with baby harbour seals.
What the fuck?
Including biting and drowning. That is unbelievably dark.
So they're not just jerks, they're
Necrophilia.
horrible little creatures.
Oh, I think if we go into too much detail here, we'll get demonetized. So
These are terrible little animals.
And murderous mobs.
So just when you're looking at an otter and you think it's cute, it's not.
That's crazy.
They are little arseholes.
Oh, they've got the thickest fur of any mammal though.
That's not.
Is that redeeming?
No, it's not redeeming.
That's so messed up.
Terrible little things. Well, next time I see an otter, I'll be sure to kick its head in. Can you imagine? I should.
There's a TikToker with pet otters, and it was watching The Lion King.
The otter was watching The Lion King.
So, oh no, it wasn't. It was a meerkat.
Oh.
And it was watching The Lion King in Chinese.
Oh. Is that it?
And it's so funny because every time the the line like face the camera and pull the meerkat. But oh, it's
Oh,
instinct.
because it thinks it's real, even though it's the
They
stupid
don't
meerkat.
quite get it.
Stupid meerkat.
I love
Doesn't get live action.
TikToks of people's
And
pets
animation.
watching movies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very niche, but yeah. And the last headline. This is the rarest gemstone on Earth. Wait, Arthur's butt plug. Number 1, the Infinity Stone. Number 2, Urawa red diamonds. Urawa.
Ooh.
Number 3, Kyathwite. Number 4, kryptonite. Number 5, Batch's engagement ring.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know, but audio listeners are going to think that's serious.
Oh yeah, no,
there
I
was
haven't
no
got
ring
it.
on that
No,
finger.
I haven't
Just
got-
then when he
No, the only ring I got is in between my cheeks. Let's go.
Yep, and it's on fire last night.
I had a spicy little curry.
Stop calling me that.
Duh. Ew. Okay, rarest gemstone on Earth.
Oh no, he had a spicy hot jalfrezi, which is
Jalfrezi. So it's either going to be Urawa red diamonds or Kyathwite, right? Because Infinity Stone's not a real thing.
I know-
Kryptonite's not real.
I know that red diamonds are really rare at the moment.
I didn't know they were a thing.
Yeah.
And Kyathwite, have you heard of that? Kyathwite.
Right. No. So I'm going to go with red diamonds because that's the only one.
All right, I'll go for Kyathwite. No, I'll go for Kryptonite.
No, kryptonite ain't real.
Let me go Kryptonite.
Oh, you
Kyathwite, I
could've
was
picked
right.
The right one.
Let's go.
Stop looking up.
A transparent, let me think. A transparent reddish orange mineral that's known from just one sample housed at the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County.
The LA County has a natural history museum. Can we have a look at it? Can we click on one sample?
My goodness me. That sounds...
Whoa.
Oh, it's beautiful. And there's only one sample. World's rarest mineral.
So it's a 1.61 carat specimen, and it's a unique chemical composition of bismuth and antimonate.
Oh my goodness. And it was...
Or antimonate.
It does look very cool. It's red. It's got a reddish glow to it. It's
Oh, it's a YouTube play button.
fair lang. Oh
What's
my
the
God.
1 billion
now it's orange.
play
It
button?
does look like a YouTube
They've
play
classed
button.
it like a play button.
Well, that's really beautiful.
Wow.
I wonder how expensive that is. It must be expensive as hell.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Speaking of expensive, if you haven't already, go buy your tickets
But that's
for tour because they're really expensive and they'll bankrupt you, but
No,
we're fleecing you for everything you've got.
That's okay. That's not true. They're an absolute bargain.
You know
should
what
go
else
and
is
get them.
expensive? The Patreon.
Okay. No, you're not selling things here. You know that whole thing we did about being an entrepreneur? I don't think you got it in you, pal.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're fleecing you for everything you've got. No, it's the tour is going to be super fun. We're going to have so much fun doing it. You should definitely be there.
Link will be in bio of the description and
Buy your
stuff.
tickets. There's lots of locations, so come to more than one if you want to.
And it's UK only, but don't worry, we're going global next year. That's a promise.
Oh, don't promise.
That's not a promise, that's a hope and dream of mine.
That's not a promise. That's a threat. We're going to fucking be there.
So everyone from Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Ottawa,
This
Canada,
is not happening.
Alaska,
This
Mexico,
tour is not real. Let me make that clear.
Suriname. Fear not, we might come to a
Suriname.
place near you.
Fear not. Okay, all right. But
Hawaii.
okay, but in the meantime, get your fix at the UK tour. We'll see you there. How about that?
Bye and thanks, and like and subscribe. Follow the Patreon.
Rate
subscribe
our
to the Patreon.
podcast.
Follow us on social media.
Yeah, all of that.
Say thank you for the episode. Leave an emoji today, which is going to be... What's a tour emoji?
Microphone.
No.
A man in a suit.
No. What's a good emoji for this episode? Inventor. A bird for the guy for the Eiffel Tower Birdman?
Fine. Put a bird in.
Put a bird. There's something else we got to... Oh, there's something else we got to remind them. Oh, yeah. Sea monkeys.
Goodbye.